Hello, it's Natasha Koo and welcome back to another vlog. Today we're going to be exploring Koh Samui, where we stayed for 3 months and it was an amazing time. But the emphasis for today's vlog is how Jachym and I are able to survive living in, at least in this location, quite a small studio, quite a small space, sharing our work together, sharing our travels together, and pretty much constantly being around each other because we're in a new place, right? So we don't know any new friends yet, and it takes time to get to know the local people. So a lot of our time is spent together. So I want to kind of show you a little bit of what we've done together, and also how we are able to really survive together. So one thing that is for sure is that we don't just do work, we don't just manage a household together, we also do a great deal of exploring and doing new things. And I think that is actually quite important, because if you're in a relationship and maybe for some time, it's easy for you to fall into the roles that you're supposed to play. Like, one is maybe a bit more career oriented, or one is more household oriented, or it doesn't even have to be that kind of role. It could be just like one person has a certain strength, then naturally you would begin to, take over certain aspects of your lives that you share together. So how do we move beyond that? Is to do new things and to explore the island and keep living new experiences. And this particular area is a place that we uncovered in Koh Samui, a place that we often return to because it has this little ice cream truck right at the top of these cliffs. And there's a lady who sells really, really nice coconut local ice cream. So it's a place where, Jachym would have to bike for maybe at least, I would say, 15 minutes on the scooter. And I would be on the back just trusting him, trusting the traffic. And then we would, enjoy the view, enjoy the nature here. So that is one thing that I feel like makes it possible for us to sustain this relationship, is to not always be stuck in the same rhythm of life, of the mundane, of the same things, and to be able to expand beyond the things that you share as a constant, and to keep inviting new things in so that you are expanding together. You are uncovering life together, and you're having new experiences together. And I feel like even if we weren't traveling in Asia, when we were in Switzerland or back in Europe, we would have similar things where I would plan little activities to do that was new to us, or go to new places, uncover new things. So in a way, it's not at all about, I guess, materialism and what that gives you. It's really the opposite of experiencing life and experiencing new things together and being together. One of the new ways that you can be together is, for example, in this very scene, Jachym, has his own rhythm, and he chose to just sit there for, quite some time while I'm kind of moving about and things like that. So settling into his perspective, slowing down into his kind of style of doing things makes me appreciate and see life in a different way too. So sometimes what we share is vibrant, it's exciting, it's something new that we uncover together. But then there are other times where what you need to do together is to experience something new, but for it to be a very serene, calm, just you're able to be your own selves, separate people, and you're able to just share the same moment together. So it isn't even about so much actively striving to make an experience together, but maybe it just means that, we're sitting here at this bar, watching the sunset, having a drink together, not even talking much, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the drinks, and that's it. And sometimes that's all that we need to share together. And I feel like this stillness actually is really, really important. There were many times where Jachym and I would go to a cafe, or we would spend an afternoon together away from home, somewhere really nice to have a drink or to chill out. And sometimes we wouldn't even be talking too much. We'd be just sharing the moment together, and in a way that really begins to dissolve the roles you have, the ideas, the thinking, the trying, and that makes the relationship a lot more enjoyable, and that makes it really harmonious, even if you are, in a very small space together, or if your journey is really quite overlapped like ours is. But if you are able to just share moments together, be your individual selves, and just uncover new things, do new things with that kind of feeling within you, then that's kind of all that you need. Is a good foundation, is a good starting point. Another way that we are able to survive being together in such a small space and intertwining a life so closely together is recognizing that we are two separate individuals, and with that comes a respect of what the other person needs and giving them that space. So even though we do new things together, we share new experiences together, there's also a great deal of our relationship where we just let each other be, and that's really important. I think it's even more important for Jachym than it is for me, because he is that visionary, he is that dreamer, he needs that space, he's really dedicated into meditation at the moment, so there's a lot of space that someone does need if they want to grow in their own way, and sometimes that doesn't need or require their partner's engagement. It actually needs extra space, extra respect, and just knowing that they know what the heck they're doing and that they're doing the right things for themselves. So that's one key thing, that even though physically we're very close while we've been living in Koh Samui, it's something that we've really needed to give one another, whether you call it like space in terms of more time, or it just giving them that personal room to explore what they need to, do what they need to. That's really important. So I feel like I have covered a great deal of how we are able to survive with one another. One is definitely a step beyond the thinking, step beyond the roles that we kind of, maybe sign up for. If we are in a relationship, there is going to be a little bit of that somewhere, unconsciously. And then another thing is to be together and know that you don't have to be so engaged. You don't have to be so in each other's lives that there's no room to breathe, because one important thing of being together, especially if you're in close proximity, is that you give each other the space to grow in your own way. And that might need personal space, that might need personal time, but once you respect that, you're able to have these boundaries and you're able to respect one another's journeys. That's way beyond just, the sharing of our lives constantly. It's a respect of everything that is here. Respecting the other person, respecting yourself, and naturally as you do that, there will be boundaries drawn. Another really important thing that has helped us be together, live together, is to follow one another's lead. So when one person is leading or guiding or have a suggestion or they have an idea of something, it is a good idea to know when to yield and know when to let go and know when to trust the other person, so that it makes a really fluid team where there isn't that power struggle. Instead, it is a beautiful allowance of each other's leadership. And I think that's really crucial, because it's not like one person is guiding the whole boat. It's the teamwork and respecting when it's time to maybe for you to relax and just follow, and when you feel like it's time to step up and you have a great idea, you want to take us somewhere, then that's it. So it's to listen to that hunch within and then to find that balance. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the different places that we have explored together. And as you probably know, some of these places we enjoyed really actively by swimming together, by enjoying drinks together, and at other times it was just really peaceful. And there wasn't so much going on, but we were just thoroughly enjoying each other's company. So to embrace all these different facets of a relationship, I think that in the end makes it really healthy. So thanks for joining us in this vlog, and I hope that it was really eye-opening for you, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!